I was on a coaching call about a month ago and had a realization that really transformed the way that I coach. I was talking to a gentleman who, in the last 12 months, his business had netted about 1.2 million, which in the industry I'm in is really strong. He also has been putting in some key players into the right positions so that the business can ultimately operate and grow independent of him. And so he was in a position where a lot of business owners would really love to be. In fact, that a lot of business owners strive to be. And yet he was struggling because he didn't know what his next step was. He wasn't clear on, now that he's able to move on, what it was he wanted to do next. And I started looking at the questionnaires that he was sending to me, because whenever I onboard a client, I use some pretty intense questionnaires to truly understand what the problem is or the obstacle is that's keeping them from getting what they want. And throughout that entire questionnaire, he made so many references to his health that it just hit me right between the eyes. And I said to him, what if your next step isn't being revealed to you because you've actually missed the step? And I said, what would be the step that you feel like you have missed most in your life on your journey? And he looked at me and he said, it's my health. And I said, yeah, that's right. In fact, you mentioned it like 4 or 5 times in your questionnaire. And what if the next step not being revealed to you is actually God or the universe protecting you from self-destruction? Because it seems like if you had your next step in business, if you had clarity on your next venture, that you would run off and focus on that. And that would ultimately cause your health to get to a point that it would act against you, meaning it's kind of that old adage that you're going to make time for illness or you're going to make time for wellness. And I said, so what if you're being protected because there's a step that you missed? And that question actually changed everything, because what we did is he hired a personal trainer, he hired a nutritionist. It's been about 2 months now, and his energy and health have never been better, and the next steps are starting to be revealed. So for those of you who hear this, what I want you to understand is that if the next step in your life isn't being revealed, think of it kind of like a video game. If you're not getting from one level to the next, it's probably because you missed a step. And I would encourage you to answer this question. What's the step that I've missed that I've ultimately got to get right to move on to the next level? Focus on that and see what you ultimately come up with. Thanks for watching.